The night is unbearably cold. The wind cuts through skin like a knife, and the fire is nearly going out. A man sits alone in the snow. His leg has been broken for 3 weeks. He cannot stand, he cannot hunt, he cannot run. By the logic of nature, this man is dead. But he did not die because a woman, every single day for 3 weeks, places food in front of him and reignites his fire and sits beside him in the cold until he falls asleep. She is also hungry, she is also afraid, she also risks her life every time she leaves the tribe to come to him. But she cannot stop coming. And this inability, her inability to leave him, is the strangest thing evolution has ever produced on this planet. Why? Why does she risk her life for a man who produces nothing right now? The answer is not in her heart, the answer is in her brain. When this woman looks at this man, her brain releases a hormone called oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the attachment hormone. Science discovered it recently, but evolution invented it a million years ago. This hormone does one thing only. It makes the survival of this person feel more important than your own survival. And this apparent flaw in logic is the smartest thing evolution has ever done. But how did all of this begin? Come back with me further. 1,300,000 years ago, the first human did not know love in the sense we understand today. He knew something simpler and more savage, the fear of being alone. The human who separated from his group died, always, without exception. Night comes and the beasts come with it, and the individual alone has no chance whatsoever. But the group does. So evolution programmed something very simple deep inside your brain. Loneliness hurts, closeness comforts, and loss destroys. This pain is not weakness. This pain is an early warning system that evolution developed over a million years to tell you one thing: stay with your tribe, stay with those you love, because their survival is your survival. Then something happened that no one anticipated. The bond evolved. It began as a survival tool. Stay with the group because you will die alone. Then it transformed into something deeper and more complex. The mother nursing her child began to feel something unrelated to survival, something like dissolving, something that makes her see the world through the eyes of this small, helpless creature. And the helpless child is the key. The human is the only creature whose child is born completely helpless for years. A foal stands an hour after birth. A dog hunts within weeks, but the human child cannot do anything for years. This helplessness, which appears to be a deficiency, created the deepest bond the universe has ever known, because the helpless child needs a mother absolutely attached to him, and a father who stays and does not flee, and a grandmother who helps, and a tribe that protects. The helpless child invented society, and society invented something that had never existed before: choice. 150,000 years ago, on the plains of Africa, a woman watches two men. The first, stronger, taller, faster. The logic of nature says choose him. The second came back yesterday while injured because he would not leave his companion alone in danger. He shared his food with an orphan child he had no obligation to, and sat with the sick elder until dawn. The first will give her stronger children. The second will stay. She chose the second. And this choice, version after version, generation after generation, for hundreds of thousands of years, was rewriting the human species from within. Those who loved deeply produced more children, and raised them better, and built stronger tribes. And those who lived alone left nothing behind but silence. Evolution chose love, not because it is beautiful, but because it works. But true love does not prove itself in moments of joy. It proves itself in moments of loss. 60,000 years ago, in a cave called Shanidar in what is known today as Iraq, a Neanderthal man died. Those who loved him buried him in a deep pit. But before they covered him with earth, they did something no one expected from a creature considered primitive. They gathered flowers of different kinds from distant places and placed them on his body. This human left us no book and no language, but he left us something more human than any word. He left us proof that he wept for those he loved. Grief is the price of love, and grief means that this person meant something, completed something, was part of how you defined yourself. And this grief, this pain that has no meaning in the logic of survival, is the strongest proof that we are not merely intelligent animals. We are something else entirely. Return now to the injured man in the snow. His leg healed, he stood, he lived, he had children, and taught them what he had learned. And one of those children, in an unbroken chain across thousands of years, eventually reached you. You are here now because a woman, thousands of years ago, could not leave him. And you carry in your genes and in the structure of your brain and in the way you feel loneliness and closeness, all those accumulated moments of love that refuse to surrender. Loneliness in our world today does not kill you with cold as it did thousands of years ago, but it still kills. Studies prove that a lonely person ages faster, their immunity is weaker, their heart is more fragile, and their life is shorter. The body that is not loved deteriorates in a different way, because your brain still carries the same ancient programming, the same need for attachment, the same alarm that says you are alone in the night and the beasts are coming. The beasts have changed, but the need for the bond has not changed. Choose those you love carefully, not only because life is short, but because life in the absence of true bonds is not life in the sense that evolution designed you for. Stay when staying is hard. Return when leaving is easier. Place flowers on the grave of those you loved. Because this, exactly this, is what made us human.